Hi everyone. Well, it's fall. The leaves that were in the trees are now on the ground. You can see some of the color. There's some pretty color going on. It's not real sunny today, so the filming should be a little clearer. But yeah, you can see they're all falling off the trees. It is warm today though. It's not really cold. And we thought we'd take you on a tour of getting ready to put the garden to bed. And here's Sam.
Hi everybody. Yes, it's fall, and yes, it's getting cooler. As you can see, I have a jacket on, and I'm not barefoot. And the puppies love it. They love the cooler weather. They're much more active. So we were going to take a walk around and look at things and talk about putting the garden to bed. And we'll start up here with the upper gardens, and they're kind of a mess right now because everything's kind of a mess when you got big trees and the leaves fall. Fortunately, we're blessed here in the Commonwealth with 4 distinct seasons, and they're all about the same length. Most people prefer the fall because it's cool and it's pretty, and as you can see, the leaves are doing their thing, and it's a busy time of year, especially in Rappahannock County, just north of us, when all the urban folks come from D.C. and Northern Virginia and parts of Maryland to come out to see the leaves. Well, we see the leaves on the driveway, in the gutters, everywhere else. And if they want to come here, we'll be more than happy to allow them to take souvenirs home. But they don't want to come.
I'm going to get knocked over by these boosters.
I know these guys are, and the puppies are real enthusiastic. They like the cooler weather. But we'll go look around and talk about this and that and put in a garden night for winter.
Okay.
Right now we're in the upper garden, so we have 2 little patches where we grow things that we want easy access to, so we don't have to walk too far when we're in the house and think, oh, I'd like to have some of that. Oh, I'd just go right out here. But these are the strawberries, and they're doing real good. What I'll do, I'll just leave the leaves on them until the winter's done, and then I'll rake them off. But the death angel has come.
Yep.
And you say, Sam, what is the death angel? That sounds kind of scary. Well, it is if you're a plant and you're not cold holler. The death angel is frost. As you can see, the Asbuki beans have succumbed to the effects of the frost. They don't like it, so they're dead. But I left a bunch on them to mature, and they're a little damp right now because we had a little rain last night, but I'll let them dry out, and I might get some seed out of here. Let's see. See? There's seeds in there. That's one thing I have been doing in the garden, is gathering some seeds. You might have seen a tomato seed video, and I got some pepper seeds and flower seeds and some cucumbers and things, but we're pretty good with that right now. So
we're going to get knocked over by these 2.
These dogs, you can see the cotton. Check this out.
It's all about playing. Alright, I'm coming over. Oh, check the cotton out. Pretty cool.
See, the cotton is doing.
And
it's dead too, but see, look, this is the seed in the cotton, and it's got fibers all over it.
Oh yeah.
And there's a cotton seed in there.
In there?
It looks like I pulled the head off a Q-tip.
Yeah, it does.
But there's a seed in there, and it's hard as a rock too. It's like a stone.
This is so soft.
But this is the cotton. And it opens
Very
up.
soft.
Those of you in West Texas say, cotton? Come on, man. We've seen enough of that. And the roselle is dead. Perhaps I'll go look in here and see if I can find some seeds in some of these.
Excuse me.
See, there's the seeds in there. And you can save these, because next year's garden starts now. These are the seeds of roselle, and these are the seeds of the cotton, which I will keep. Because I planted these. Marcia was watching me plant them last year. She said, what are you doing? You just pulled all the heads off my Q-tips, did you, and put them in? But no, they grow. So this is the 2nd generation.
I'll put one in my hand so I can...
I'll put the cotton seed.
Whoops. Oh no.
Sorry. Puppies didn't get them. I'll put the cottonseed there. There's foost in it.
I don't know how close this
That's
camera...
the cottonseed. And these are the seeds from the roselle.
Okay. Not sure how this is going to come out on film, but...
Oddly enough, these plants are somewhat related. They're both Malvaceae.
Malvaceae.
The mallow family. And they're also related to okra.
Which like marshmallow?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You got it. Go to the head of the class. But now we'll go down and we'll look at the lower gardens. This year we had 3 floods.
Yes.
Which is somewhat unprecedented. My neighbor, Jim, who's lived here all his life, his family's been on that land for over 180 years, he said he's never seen it flood 3 times in a year, and he's older than me. So it was a different kind of year.
Yeah.
But the Lord blessed us with plenty of good things out of the garden, not only for us, but for many other people too. And we're very thankful for that. And we could fuss about adversity all we want, but we were provided for most generously.
That's right.
So we'll move down to the other gardens and we'll look around and check things out as things move along.
Okay.
Now you might have seen the video when the sunflowers were all in bloom, and it's quite stunning and it's very attractive. Well, this is what they look like now.
That's what's left.
That's right. And the little goldfinches come and they eat all the sunflowers. Now, note to if you want to save seed for sunflowers after they've flowered, take and put cheesecloth over them like a little blanket and tie it here. That allows air in there so they don't get rot. But the birds won't eat them if you want to save the seeds from them.
Nice.
And you can see our lovely tomato garden. The flood destroyed this part of it.
Yeah.
And the frost finished them off.
Yeah.
And as you can see, the creek left all kinds of logs and sticks and mess in there.
And fish.
And fish. And Lord knows what else. Beer cans and everything from the road.
From the creek, yeah.
And there's sticks and logs all in the corn, which is done. And I gotta dig all that out of there, because what I'm gonna do after I get what corn I want, we'll go look at that in a minute. I gotta bush hog all this.
Yeah. And
then I'll till it in and just let it sit for the winter. Let it rot, let it do its thing. Lord knows we might have more floods this winter. It could happen.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe we'll get 3 feet of snow.
Yeah.
Who's to say? But let's go over and look at the corn. Now this corn, I'll be harvesting this next weekend if it's not pouring down rain.
That's the red corn, Bloody Butcher?
Yeah, this is called Bloody Butcher.
Looks pretty.
Isn't that cool?
It is. It's pretty.
It's almost black. It's so bloody. It's an old Virginia variety called Bloody Butcher. And what I'll do with this is we can use it to make cornmeal. We can use it for feed for the chickens. We've been toying around with the idea of making hominy with it. And you know, there's never enough time to do all the things you think of.
Not at work too.
And we got hyperactive brains, so we think of too much stuff. So this is what this is, and you know, I could probably make something nice ornamental.
Hang on the door.
I ought to save a few of these and take them to church, put on the altar with the gourds and the squash that they have.
Yeah,
but that would be real pretty. Tammy and them would like that. But anyway, this is what's in here. And I'll go through here and I'll pick what I want. And then we'll, like I said, we'll bush hog this. But you can see, if I run the tiller through here.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Look what's in here.
From the creek.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And so I got to go in here and dig all this out. It's nasty.
Oh my.
But that's okay.
Well, they got to get a shot of these dogs. They are having a ball.
And as you can see, the leaves are all over the yard.
Yep.
And you can see we're up at the house. We're accumulating firewood now. Which, when gardening's done, firewood time begins.
Those dogs went in the creek. They're wet.
They are wet.
Oh, gosh.
But you can see the tomatoes.
Yeah, the tomatoes are done.
Tomatoes are done. What I'll do, I'll let these get a little brittle, and then just pull them off of here and throw them back on the soil and till them in, and then I'll gather the strings back to use for next year and pull up the stakes.
Bruce.
But look, if you look over here, look in there.
Oh my goodness, look at the logs
See,
and stuff.
this is all flood debris from the last flood. Flood number 3.
I saw the logs floating down the yard.
Oh yeah. You'd be up to your knees in water right now, where we are.
Yeah.
But we'll go look at some other stuff.
Okay.
Are you still filming? The death angel has come through here pretty thoroughly. Now, last weekend, I went and gathered some peppers to save the seeds from. And it's real easy. You just cut around it and open him up.
Oh, yeah,
There's next year's pepper crop right there. Now, I'll save you some discomfort. If you're doing this with hot peppers, wear some rubber gloves, because you're going to be in there fidgeting with it. And most of the heat of the pepper is in this portion here. So, because what you'll do is you'll forget, and you'll go like this, and then you'll have a bunch of tears, and you'll be very uncomfortable, or you'll go to the bathroom.
Oh no!
Which you don't want to do.
Oh no!
So wear the rubber gloves when you're messing with the hot peppers. But what I do, you just remove these like this. See, they come right off.
Those are Hungarians you had.
These are Hungarians. Right? Yeah, they're hot, but they're not too bad. See, each one of those is a potential pepper plant. Put them on the wax paper, let them dry, and put them in your coin envelopes like we had discussed. And that's a crop right there. If each one of those turned into a pepper plant, you would have a lot of peppers, because Hungarians are very prolific.
They are. I love them.
We only had 3 of them, and we have more than we need. So this right here is enough for your whole neighborhood. And do the same, but make sure the peppers are mature. How do you tell if a pepper's mature? They're red. Red peppers are mature. They all seem to turn red.
Huh, I didn't know that.
Now over here, we have okra, which got destroyed.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Now these are the pods. These are the mature pods. See, it's like a little rattle in there. A lot of people use these, little old ladies use these in dried flower arrangements and things. But in here's what you want. In here's next year's okra. See?
Oh.
See, there are little BBs in there. See? These are next year's okra.
Pretty cool. They do look like little BBs.
Next year's, and the nicest thing about these is they work well in a planter. If you got like a little earthway seeder like we got, these things work real well because of the size and the shape of the seeds. They're very good for mechanical planting. But that's next year. That's next year's crop. I'll let these dry out. I'll be harvesting these next weekend, which is Halloween weekend. Woohoo! But you can make little devil's horns out of these. You can make little devil's horns out of these for your costume.
Or make a little Viking hat.
Yeah, paint them red. That's right. You could be a bull or something. I don't know. And Marcy's lima beans are done.
Oh, that's over there. Let me come.
Marcy's lima beans are done. But now, if you're a seed saver for these, what you got to do is take part of the patch about a month or 2, month, 6 weeks before harvest, and leave it alone. Don't pick them. Let the seeds mature in the pod. Now, they make like a little purse. And you open them up, and see, there's the seeds in there.
Oh.
These aren't quite mature enough, but it gives you an idea.
Yeah.
Usually they're really white and they're smooth.
Huh.
And you can use these like you use dried beans, like soak them and cook them, put a ham bone in there.
Yeah.
mix you up a skillet of cornbread, you got a nice dinner. And this is the winter squash, which the third flood
did it in.
Took it away.
It was looking like a wonderful green jungle, and then the floods.
There was too much for the winter squash.
Yeah.
But every year, something takes.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, some years, the squash does tremendous. You'll have 2 pickup loads of squash, and something else takes a hit.
Mm-hmm.
So, you never get a year where everything does wonderfully. You get a year where some things do wonderfully and some things suck, which is your average year. But we'll go over and we'll see what we do in the winter.
Okay, look what Bruce found. Bruce likes corn. Huh, Bruce?
Yeah, Bruce is corny as can be.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh, watch out. Woo! Boosters they don't care how cool it is outside. They're going to go in the creek.
Yeah, it's 4-season fun at the creek for those guys.
The creek kind of changed a little bit with the floods. Actually, I think it's a little nicer. Go get him, Dolly. Go on. Go get her. Soaking wet puppies. Oh, good creek.
Oh, they don't care.
Look at Bruce. Bruce thinks he's a little alligator.
Bruce has more fun in the water.
Dolly got a little braver. At first she wouldn't go in, but now she's pretty adventuresome. Boosters.
But what they like to do is... This is one of our main winter activities. This, to many people, is just a tree. But to us, it's warmth. This tree was kind of diseased and raggedy, so I dropped it yesterday, and I made good progress cutting it up, as you can see. And I cleaned up all the brush.
Good-sized tree.
This right here on it right now, this stuff,
Yeah.
poison ivy.
Oh, no.
Yeah. If you get poison ivy, you shouldn't mess with this. But I don't, so I can mess with it.
Uh-huh.
But it's stuck to the tree. You just take a hatchet and it comes right off.
That's a big tree.
It's a maple.
And you got a lot cut already.
Yeah. You're saying, Sam, that tree's alive. It's green. How are you going to burn that? Well, we're going to... This will be split. And as you saw in our house, we have the arches there by the downstairs. And I just split it and stack it in there. It won't get rained on. It faces west.
Uh-huh.
And the prevailing winds come from that direction. So they blow through it, which dries it, and the sun shines on it. This, after I split it, it'll probably be ready to burn in 3 weeks.
Oh, that's not bad.
No. Maple and cherry, about 3 weeks. Oak's full of water. It's like a sponge. That takes a minimum of 6 weeks. A year is best. I haven't gotten to that point. Ideally, what you want to be is a year ahead in your firewood. Like this, ideally I would be burning this next year and burn what I cut last year this year. But I haven't gotten to that point because, it's a lot of work. It's time and everything. But this is what we do in the winter. We cut wood, we split wood, we burn wood. My grandmother used to say, if you do your own firewood, it warms you 3 times. When you cut it, when you split it, and when you burn it. And on my experience, my grandmother was very wise with that. So that's what we do in the winter. And you might hear gunfire in the background today. They're not hunting because it's illegal to hunt on Sunday. But
they're target practice.
They're getting ready to, and you hear a lot of that. In urban settings, it's alarming. Here, it's comforting because they're our neighbors. We get along well with our neighbors, and if there's a problem, we know our neighbors can shoot. So that's a good thing. But you can look at the pretty colors of the fall and the bamboo forest, and you can see at the bottom where the bamboo meets the ground, all the debris washed up from the flood, and leaves falling,
Boosters running.
Dogs running and sniffing. And it's nice. But that's what we just kind of wanted to update y'all on what's going on now, and we'll keep y'all informed as we move along, because different things come up. And by the way, we did see a bear down by the garden a couple weeks ago, which was kind of cool. You know, he seemed to be just passing through. I didn't see any. He didn't cause any problems, but I tell you what, we have seen more bears this year. You see them driving, or when you're driving around, they're not driving. but when we're driving around, I've seen more bears this year than I think I've seen in all the years combined. They've been
I lost count.
They've been a good wildlife management success story. Those and turkeys. You used to hardly ever see turkeys, but now you see them, you know, daily almost. But you know, we see Boo Boo running around. We don't bother him. But if he gets to be a problem, we'll have a bearskin rug. Because they ain't bulletproof. They're just the black bears. They're not man-eaters or anything around here like in Alaska. But anyway, we just thought we'd keep y'all informed. And Marcy, I'm sure, will have a lot of videos, because she just completing a quilt project, very near completion. And yesterday she went to some friends of ours' house and learned how to make soap, which I see her, we'll all be clean. Because that's the way she is, and I love her. Well, y'all take care and enjoy the fall. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Well, Sam's done talking, but I'm not. I wanted to show y'all some pictures of the leaves and stuff. It's so pretty. The creek is so pretty this time of year. And like Sam said, by next weekend, well, you can see this one tree has lost all its leaves already. But the color of the leaves around here is just beautiful. We'll go down by the hayfield and I'll show you down there.
Forest?
I did get the bamboo forest. I'm trying to get a shot of the color of the trees. So pretty. And there you can see up at the house our firewood stacked up in the arches. There's the barn. There's the trees. There's the foosters, and there's Sammy. Beautiful colors. Just gorgeous. Once in a while we see the horses next door, but they're not out right now. I just wanted to take a shot of this sugar maple. Look at how pretty that is. It's just gorgeous. And there's all the rest of the leaves on the ground. Hope for one good wind to blow it all down to the creek, but I don't think that's going to happen. We hope you've enjoyed our fall video. God bless.